For TCU, 7 for Cincinnati. Two defenses that have trouble getting off the field. Could be a shootout. We'll see. Cincinnati and TCU underway, and it is a touchback and a lot of friends and family here.
Big play waiting to happen. They want to get him the football in so many ways. Hand it to him, throw it to him, screen it to him.
Well, we've seen throw it to him, and we'll see a hand it to him right here. So that's 2 of the 3.
He is out for today's game.
Watch Joe Royer here. He's in the slot at the bottom of the screen. They'll throw away from him and hit the touchdown maker, Cyrus Allen, who's twisted down by Jordan Lester in the open field. Tremendous play.
Getting in the backfield and creating chaos.
See if we get a shot play early from Kendall Briles here. It is a throw. Josh Hoover gets it away for Eric McAllister, who is a dynamic playmaker. McAllister across the 30. The last time we heard the word gunslinger, as many times as we heard this week from both coaching staffs, was a Yosemite Sam cartoon. I mean, everybody says that word about Hoover.
Yes, they do, and as they're getting back up to the line of scrimmage, running another play.
They will toss it for Payne. They stretch him out wide, and he's shoved back. That is Jake Golday.
For that one, so let's see how fired up he is.
Yeah, he told us straight up that he thought he was one of the top 3 receivers in the country, as Hoover will pull it, and he will run. Hoover is hit and dropped. Monte Wheaton.
Making the quarterback have to step up into the pocket and escape, and then you see the defender closing in on him. We talk about closing space. Monte Wheaton not really giving the quarterback an opportunity to have a two-way go there, attack the legs, get him to the ground.
3rd down for Hoover. See what choice he makes here against this defense. He'll throw it downfield, and he's got a completion to Rogers right near the line to gain. They're going to put him out of bounds. Maybe they both have to set because 2 were in motion at the same time. It is a handoff, hand in the ground for Payne. He keeps his feet and drives the legs inside the 5.
The left tackle and DJ Rogers slow the defense down, and right there, Payne, woo! You talk about contact balance. He almost fell.
Doing a lot of paraphrasing on the opening TCU drive. Out of the pistol, Hoover keeps it for a while, lobs it, end zone, touchdown Manjack.
Here off of the play action, Manjack is going to come in, act like he's blocking, get everyone to draw their eyes down, and then Hoover, the easiest touchdown he's probably ever thrown. Right in the back of the end zone. Don't hold your best plays if you're the offensive coordinators for these teams. Let it rip.
Hey, house money college football is really fun as Walker gets stood up, and he's going to lose half a yard on a 1st down run. TCU's Devin Deal.
So anticipate them attacking up to the top of your screen.
TCU fades off of the blitz. Deal nearly got there anyway. Sorsby under duress. He will throw right at the line to gain, but he gives it right back. Goody gave back the 1st down, and now it's 4th down and 1. All right, from the 19, TCU has a 7-0 lead, and they have the ball out of that weather delay. Oh, a quick test of the hamstrings for Payne, who's bringing it all the way down to the 33.
His patience here. He's going to find the hole, and once he sees it, boom, he's going to put his foot in the ground, make 2 cuts backwards, hit a stiff arm, and get something about that patience as a running back that is a virtue.
And we go direct snap here. Here is Payne on the run. So let me ask you.
And your footing becomes something that you truly have to focus on.
Golday on the approach. They're going to bring some pressure. He'll spin it out wide. Hoover does. Payne steps through a tackle. He's got the sideline. All the way inside the 20.
This guy is guarding the back, so he goes to try to get in his way, but it's the player from depth. And when you close that space, you have to make that play. Trayvon.
Out of Missouri City here in Texas. And they will fake it to him, whistle it up top into the end zone. And McAllister hangs on. Touchdown. What a juggling act that was.
On the outside, run this back shoulder fade. The one thing you don't want to do is run a back shoulder fade like it's a back shoulder fade. You got to press vertical. He goes up, makes the play. That is something to pay attention to because it is clearly a vulnerability in this 3-3-5 defense for Cincinnati.
Feels like a teaching point this week. That's right down the middle for Noah Jennings, and a 1st down much needed. We'll go 2 tight ends here, Royer and Gerd. And it's Sorsby on the quarterback, Power running behind Royer. He'll end up with 9.
It literally keeps him up at night.
You know the feeling. 2nd down and 1. Here's a throw. It's Sorsby. He's on target. Goody with the catch. He's got a first down off 9. And again, Cincinnati's offense.
You got to let that guy go, because as soon as he reaches, everything is going to become a penalty.
Here's Pryor biding his time and then getting tumbled forward to the 43. It'll be second down coming back. Allen was in motion. Sorsby looks off of him, goes over the middle. There is Royer, and he gets wrangled down at the 33.5 by Lester. But that is Royer, who just hasn't seen many targets.
Where he can confuse the defense and get wide open across the middle.
Sorsby hopping in the pocket. He'll roll now. He pumps, and he's going to try and run for it. He's got it, inviting a collision. Sorsby gets decked, but picks up the first down. First down. Free runner coming. He'll throw it for the tailback Pryor, who's wide open for the touchdown. Perfect call for the defense. Cincinnati's on the board.
And right here, the linebacker, Namdi, once the motion comes across, they forget who's blitzing and who has to cover the running back on the outside, and they leave him wide open for it.
Sees the most plays per drive of any defense in the country, and they've got a 3rd and 4 against Hoover and TCU here. 4-man rush. Hoover wants a deep ball down the left side. Tough catch for Dwyer. He's got it. He's gone. More points here in Fort Worth.
This is what you call go ball. And then watch how he slows down and controls this route. Gets hands on, sees the ball, understands where to get it in the perfect position, and then goes up over the top of Logan Wilson, the DB, and lets him know how good this team could have been this year if they didn't turn the football over so much. They won that one against Houston with the turnovers.
A power from Sorsby. Tawi Walker with the block. Tackle from Denba.
You need to get a stop here on defense and just got to continue to be able to run the football.
Appreciate the time, Coach. Thank you.
Combined 14 yards of play since the delay. And there goes Tawi Walker just ramming through Johnson and company. It's a gain of 9.
Giving their backs the opportunity to use their vision to cut back. It's been beautiful to see.
They're a top 40 running team in the country, and there you see it again, that outside zone run game. And now the officials are doing it here because of the substitution moments ago. Out of the pistol, they will run. Tawi Walker with a gash. And running behind Jennings, who actually was a landmine more than a blocker.
He is going to cut the defense, gets up to the backer, and allows Tawi Walker to have that full cutback lane. That's what we're talking about, the outside zone. Everybody's on a locomotive track to the left and allow the back to read each single gap one by one. The big fellas don't always.
Threw straight head first into the ground, trying to get him out of the way. Sorsby down the middle, end zone. It's the 5th passing touchdown combined in this game. Caldwell hauls it in, and Cincinnati scores.
To the safety, moving him out of the way, off the play action to boom, hit his guy. Jeff Caldwell over the top, the big 6'5".
Dean, hang with us. I have one more question for you on that. After this play from TCU and Payne in the backfield with the carry. What constitutes late? Just for our audience, what are we looking for to have it be late? To the side of your body is a different matter. So that was legally done by TCU. It's a quick throw, and it's Manjack, who had a touchdown earlier, the opening touchdown. Harrison with the stop on a loss of 1, and Christian Harrison 3rd and 6. They'll motion battle.
Now they know they have man coverage.
And throw it out wide. McAllister twisting and turning, and a first down corkscrew. Set for a quarterback. Second down and 9, moving down to 8 minutes in the quarter. Hoover pulls it and finds McAllister. Another spin. Oh, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
He's spamming it like Mortal Kombat.
It's a run. It's a senior battle on a step through. He goes to the spin, and the door closes down at the 1-yard line. Tight formation again. It's Hoover. He plunges to the goal line. Let's see. They got to unpack. You heard Mike Pereira say it earlier. There's a marker in. The official right at the pile threw a penalty flag. We don't know what the result of the play is yet, but there is jawing going on. This crowd is certainly restless. And McCashlin puts it through. How many piles you've been in where something like that has happened? 12 different receivers have caught passes so far. Sorsby pulls it and rockets it right down the middle of the spin for Jennings. Oh, he saw what TCU did in the Cyclone department, and Jennings does it himself. It's a gain of 23. Chia Bearcat. Pitch back. Sorsby loads it up. He lofts it down the left sideline. Wide open Goody. Well designed by Cincinnati. 2 plays into the red zone.
And Goody is going to come over the top on a deep cross route. Does a nice job slow playing it. And he's got all this area to get to. As you can see, Brennan Sorsby, hey, if a guy's that wide open, make it easy on him. I would say that was a Goody play call.
Bounce back chance here for Steven Rusnak, who missed 3 times last week. Such a good kicker in the past 2 years, and he drills that one. Cincinnati within 7. We're back again in 30 seconds to Fort Worth. Can confuse, startle, or repel, just like that voice. Hoover to throw on a first down. He's got it to McAllister.
I like Fig Newtons too.
Have you ever had an insect Newton? That's the question.
Maybe on accident. You
haven't lived.
Running so fast or riding a bike.
Andrew Wolf, our editors, had a marvelous week this week. Here's a run, and that's a TCU first down for Jeremy Payne. This game, there are a few possessions maybe available, and TCU, knowing that, will run the ball, and Payne with a shimmy picks up about 5.
Just execute each one individually.
They know Cincinnati still has a couple of timeouts, and TCU is trying, it looks like, to play a little bit of keep away. It's Payne again.
4 downs. You would think this is 4-down territory if they're going for the jugular and trying to go get a touchdown.
Hoover down the middle. It's McAllister grazing in space. First and goal, TCU. Gain of 27.
Watch McAllister here. His eyes on the ball through the catch and then goes on to finish it. Just a really nice job there of Hoover using his eyes to move coverage.
All in is what you might say to that. Yes, off the timeout. Bouncing it outside, Payne. He's got 6.
Oh, just a really great job right here, the tight end. Watch how they wash everyone down inside, get up to the second level, and make sure the running back is only responsible for one guy. Down the middle, it has to be for a 20-plus yard gain.
Sorsby, he's got the tight end, Royer. That's a first down. They have 2 timeouts. Hoover held it for a while. He's got Manjack down to the ground for the catch at the 34. And we check in with Alexa. We'll go to the more traditional set with Payne next to Hoover. And Payne on the run. He is tough to wrangle. He's got 6, maybe 7. And it's Hoover to throw. He'll come near side. He's got it for Dwyer, who stood up at midfield by the local product, Logan Wilson.
It's probably going the other way for a pick 6. Right there, Jordan Dwyer shows you how valuable it is as a receiver to protect your quarterback.
It's a delay. It's Payne. He's going to run again. About the 45 is where he ends up. But we were talking to Josh Hoover this week, and sinker baller. Love to throw inside. He'll hand it off again. 27th run of the day for TCU. It's Payne. He's out of bounds, a first down.
And his family, talk about a miracle baby, and they get to come out here and watch their son drop dimes.
He's going to work again, right down the middle. It's Manjack inside the 5. Ball is loose. It's still on the ground and covered up by Dwyer. Touchdown, TCU. Oh, my goodness, what a pinball.
What a dime from Hoover. Manjack trying to get into the end zone, gets hit, ball comes exposed. Jaquan Sanks punches it out.
Yep.
Looks like he is not down, and this is why you hustle to the football, ladies and gentlemen. Dwyer isn't just watching his guy go score. He is running down the field just in case something happens. They want to see how you finish at the end of the year when no one feels like you have anything to play for.
What do you have inside of you? Is Pryor on the run, can't get outside. Obi Izor spun him down.
One with Joe Royer. This is Obi Izor. He's got Joe Royer on the edge right here, a tight end trying to block him. And he says, no, sir, I'm going to set the edge.
And I know a lot of guys that feel that way.
Were you one of them?
I was not.
Okay.
I was not. I love practice.
Deals after Sorsby, and he got there. That's his deal. 4th down.
Backer spot. and he is going to make sure that he gets to the line right before the snap, and now he's one-on-one with the guard, gets pushed off to the tackle, but never gives up, and that is what those sacks count to.
And you're talking about how you finished the season. TCU has played very well today as a group. As this punt goes to Dwyer. He's got the outside. He'll step on the brakes and then end up at midfield, maybe just short of it, 34 yards. Max Duggan's still around the program, evidently has been here for quite a few home games. This is Payne, and he will run it, and Payne leaning to the 44. So a little Statue of Liberty-esque down the stretch. Tawi Walker, the tailback for Sorsby, who will throw on first down off the punt. He'll give it to Walker, and that's a big collision with Lester for a gain of 2. Cincinnati is prone to short drives. They can be an explosive hair trigger offense. 2nd and 8. Sorsby again. He'll go far side to the sideline. That's a first down for Caldwell.
They don't have to abandon the running game. They just have to make sure they continue to go fast.
Sorsby in the pocket. He'll hit Walker. It's as good as a run. Obi Izor leaves it. They rushed 4 last time. On this toss, they'll rush 4 again. It's down the middle for Royer. Joe Royer weaving his way down to the 30.
Running to block and then slip past the defender. That is a full sell. RPO off. Their defense was playing a little bit better and getting them the football back.
They showed pressure. Now they get there. It's Sorsby on the move. Sorsby darting to the 25, and you would imagine this is a go zone. And they look scary again, especially defensively. Hoover to throw. He'll rip it far side.
We got to take away Hemby and Kalen Black to make sure that Indiana is one-dimensional, and you put it all on Fernando Mendoza's arm. I can be the workhorse back. 22 carries in the Big 12 now. That's a lot of bruises in there, and he's showing you that he can carry that load.
That's Denman this time. McAllister
making these checks at the line of scrimmage to get them into the proper plays.
Emotion Rogers. It is Denman, the freshman, who leans in to break a tackle, and another one across the 40-yard line. He got propelled.
You watched it in real life and saw him truck one of the best linebackers in the league. Everyone knew at that moment he was going to be our guy.
It's interesting how those moments really show up.
They could make it even colder, and it's real snow. That surprised Robert as well, but you can make a snowball if you want to have some fun.
Yeah, they go in there and shovel the snow every day to make sure that it's like refreshed as Johnson ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, first of all, snow room's incredible. Never been in something like that. But when you talk about Kaz and his ability, strength coaches spend the most time with the players. It's just a fact. In their growth and development, off-season training, and he is one of the best at his craft of unlocking players' true potential.
Deal tailing Sorsby. He's not going to catch him. Sorsby all the way into TCU territory.
To the right, because TCU does not maintain their rush integrity. You see big boy right there jumping on top of him, Big Buford, and then it's off to the races. And Brendan Sorsby, don't you dare say that. And that, to me, is a testament of a true football player.
They've lost 3 in a row. They want to get a win here. Tawi Walker cuts it left. He's got a first down. It's a gain of 9 for Walker. They'll have a bowl game, but going into that bowl season, having lost 4 in a row, just trying to keep everybody engaged, trying to keep everybody in it. A win helps.
Especially when you don't know what you're going to get when he comes to the bowl game.
Sorsby, oh, what a reaching grab. It is Allen. It's a touchdown if he hung on.
And he's going to pick on number 2 right here, Jamel Johnson, who got him earlier on 4th down with the running back, and drop a dime right over the top of him to Cyrus Allen. Hit him in stride to make that incredible play right there. Boom. To where he can just catch it and run and get into the end zone. If that ball is a little bit behind Cyrus, and sometimes when you feel like you might be a little bit undersized, or your dad played linebacker and you're playing quarterback, you feel like you got to prove it to everybody every single play.
It'll be 3rd down and 3 for Hoover. This side, Manjack takes the hit, absorbs it, and goes down with a first down. Barnes.
But those hits on those catches make them a lot more hard to finish.
It's another run. Boy, Payne has had a day. Thompson with the stop. It's another first down.
Is going to tell you go for two. That way if you score 2 more touchdowns and you hold the Texas TCU from scoring, you win the game. Uh-oh!
There goes Payne. Down the sideline, free to the end zone.
Geary, number 51, and Cooper Powers, number 77, as they get up, cut off the defense, and get just enough there on the safety to free Jeremy Payne to run down the sideline. And this is why.
I got the A's, though. I got the A's.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, Alexa, well done. Sorsby drops it for Tawi Walker. And down he goes. So the aforementioned hug. This is like right before her report, and they're like, "Yeah, hey, we're about to talk about you." But hang on.
It's no place like home, man. No place like home. It's awesome. We out.
817, we out. Sorsby stepping up, and down he goes. Sacked by Oyewale.
You got Paul Oyewale right here at the top of your screen, working against Big Buford from Cincinnati. Whoop, dip, rip, get around, and finish. You know, 8th grade, I know what it looks like.
Oh, another time they get there. He'd taken 4 sacks all year.
Bends around the edge. Oh, that's not him. He's coming from even farther out. I actually highlighted Caleb Elarmzor there. Sims is coming from even.
Hoover stays in, and he's going to throw. Feed McAllister a little bit. Or the dive, he's got 2 yards, and it's our Heisman watch. It's going to be a great Heisman race, though, down the stretch here. Like, some games left. As Hoover steps up, he whistles it behind him. It's Palmer, the freshman, trying to cut back, and he spins out of it and ends up a yard short, which gives. That's a full yard they have to get, and they'll go inside give again. It's Palmer trying to skate away. He gets wrestled down by Williams. First down, TCU. And a marker has come in.
Finalists.
That's Palmer. Man, he's broken 5 or 6 tackles on these runs here in the 4th quarter. It takes Daniel James from Powder Springs, Georgia.
Know that, hey, if we need to run the football and you know we're going to run the football, we can still run the football.
That's a hair over 2 yards of play. The penalty certainly didn't help. Palmer wants the end zone to close this game. 45-23 is going to be the final score. Win number 8 for the Horned Frogs. Comes in a deluge in Fort Worth.